to him by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Pins on the jacket, the man's abundant. The point of the road was banned and rugged. Hushing, I'm planning on pants in London. The products are not being scared of some judgment. Gotta stay in the cut. Cut you off if you ain't making the cut. Couldn't tell you who the hell is behind us. You start to forget when you stay in the front of it's up. And it's up for grabs, no remorse of who I'm taking it from. Numbers I give on my scoreboard is the only form of us staying in touch, that's saying enough. It's time to receive for all of the favors I've done. Too late for y'all to switch teams, everybody getting big leagues. Product flying out the shelf, what's in store for us? Known to hit a hole in one, look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whatever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Shout out to Steve. The boy getting love from the harsh critics. Strauss hit me bi-weekly to tell me keep taking it further. You aren't finished and I gotta listen. Ain't son to believe in and see that I'm actually breathing and doing it real time. Love to pull an idea out thin there, act on it and profit in real life. If we not aligned, don't present me a dotted line. Yeah, I'm the QB, but I ain't handing out nothing for someone to monetize. And it goes to the birds too. Can't give it a time of $1, so cut her eyes. They get X'd out for they had the potential to be my ex. I know all the plays, I'm a seasoned vet. Yeah. Always showing up, known to hit a hole in one. Look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whoever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang all out, Iwo Jima got one flag. Yeah.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On the road, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. And Bitcoin finally decided to break down just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Is this the start of a big move to the downside, or are we going to get a strong bounce and get back above some major key levels for a potential move back up to 29K? As you guys know, we've been ranging around in the most boring manner possible for the past not only 2 weeks, but essentially for the past 2 months, guys. We have essentially just been going sideways. It's been absolutely brutal, and we may be finally breaking that range to the downside. There have been some things on the charts we've been taking a look at indicating that we may get this breakdown. However, we are not ready to throw in the towel just yet. We are still holding above a certain level that I am watching, and I want to talk to you guys about it in tonight's live stream. I see everybody going wild in chat already, but guys, before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on that wheel of pain and pleasure, where y'all going to have a chance to win some free crypto, or maybe some free merch, or if we hit 550 likes, which I don't know if we'll ever do again in history, but if we do it, I will add a free month to that premium Discord to one lucky CandleMafia member. If we hit 550 likes on tonight's stream, I will go ahead and spin that wheel 10 times. And if we hit 850, which again, might be a little bit difficult in the environment we're in, but if we hit 850 likes, I will throw a free month of the premium Discord to one of the CandleMafia members. We'll add it to the giveaway. But guys, we got a whole lot of really good stuff to look at. I can already feel it heating up in the Frankie Candle studio. But before we jump into it, guys, let's go ahead and say what's going on to chat, because I see you guys popping off in here already. I see all those green names. Let's go ahead and see who we got in here today. Let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. We got French Toaster in the chat. What is going on, bro? Good to see you. Followed by Creighton C, as always, talking to Ill Hero. Let's get it. Shout out to Hero as well. We got the Rodriguez in the chat. Dave Digital, as always, probably cracking jokes right before the stream, as always. Shout out to Dave Digital. We got Darren Does Things in the chat. What is going on, man? Happy to see you here. Thank you for tuning in. We got Dave P. Hodl Crypto says a free month. A free month of that premium Discord, or the kitchen, as I like to call it. Let's see. We got Medic Money said, let me get that Discord. Let's get it. Shout out to Medic Money. We'd love to see you in there, bro. So smash up that like button, guys. Let's see. I'm 3X on my Ben investment. Should I take profits or let it ride? Well, let's see. Landris GME, I cannot tell you, where to sell or buy. I'm not a financial advisor, and I am not your personal trader. However, I will say this. It is never a bad time to take profits. Listen, if you are making money, if you are in the green, you only make that money if you take profit, right? So for me, it's never a bad time to take profit, but you're going to have to make that decision yourself, whether you want to take some profits right now or let it ride. But just remember, you're not going to always be in the green forever on anything. Even if it's going to go back up, you might have to take that ride down. So you got to kind of investigate and figure out if you're willing to hold it longer term through some drawdown, or if you just want to grab your bag and jump out. But you never know. It could keep going. So I can't really tell you what to do. But what I can tell you is it's never a bad time when you're in. You got to pay yourself when you're in the green, right? Because you can't pay yourself when you're in the red. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to Hodl Crypto. Shout out to the Biomex in the chat. Let's get it. Ben 10X. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Biomex. What is going on, bro? He said, I did take profit at halfway. Not a bad strategy, Biomex. Good work. And congrats on making that money, bro. Bing bong. Let's go. Throwing it for Biomex. Let's get it. Let's see. Meme Coin Shorts. What is going on? Said just ate a fat bag into Grumpy Cat BSC. Oh boy, the meme coins. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Beft Up. Shout out to Ken. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. And last but not least, guys, show some love to John Davis and show some love to our mods, guys. We got the best mods in the game. Show them some love. They do a ton for the channel. They help me out endlessly, and I am forever indebted to them. Let's see. Ken says, yo, Frankie, we only do shorts here in Panama. Let's go. I can't hate that, bro. I can't hate that. I love myself a good short. I do things to Frankie. Shout out to Brad Geidel. Oh, God, Brad, what kind of stuff are you doing? Shout out to Brad Geidel. Thank you for being here, man. Shout out to G Life and Crypto Infinity. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and, now with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump on into, let me pull up OBS real quick, jump into the charts. Here we are. This is not what I want to look at. This is this? Yeah, this is what I want to look at. Okay, so guys, let's go ahead and start off, turn off our TA and go ahead and continue on here and start off on our higher time frames. Now, guys, we do have some things to look at today because as you know, we were getting some mixed signals yesterday. Now, Monday, I was, hang on, shout out, okay, thank you guys. Thank you for that. Yeah. Hey, Tony D, don't forget, don't be afraid to, don't be afraid to do more than that. But anyway, here we go. Taking a look here, guys. Now, yesterday, I will say, yesterday we were looking at some seriously mixed signals on the chart. And on Monday, guys, I was very bearish. Now, I was very bearish for many reasons, right? There were many reasons I was bearish. And one of those main reasons was the fact that we had this, let me go ahead and unhide this TA here. Kind of the main reasons we were bearish on Monday was, number one, obviously we have this massive head and shoulders on the higher time frames, right? This is a bearish pattern. Typically, they break down. On top of that, as we ranged around down here, we started to form somewhat of a bear flag, as you can see it in all of its glory right here. We started forming this bear flag, so now we have two pretty bearish patterns on the chart here on the higher time frames. And on top of that, guys, we had the neckline come through here on the head and shoulders. And as you guys know, typically with a head and shoulders, you would want to wait for a breakdown and a bearish retest of that neckline, which we did wind up getting all throughout up in this level here, which again would be a little bit more bearish than bullish because not only do you have the bearish patterns, but you actually have the bearish retest of the neckline, which is typically where you see that breakdown. Now, I am watching one more level to the downside, guys, and I'm going to be talking about it in just a second. And, guys, don't forget, bullish on Brad Geidel does things. Shout out to Brad Geidel does things, and Darren does things as well. But I do just want to go ahead and talk about just kind of the bearish case, and then I want to take a look at those key levels. However, part of the reason I was bearish on Monday, and honestly a lot of last week as well when we were in Miami, kind of just sitting at the bottom of this range, just either waiting to hold support or break down here. But again, that head and shoulders was one of the number one reasons why we were feeling bearish. And then you had this bear flag forming right here. And then again, more specifically, the bearish retest of the neckline. You guys will remember if you watch the live streams, you will be very familiar with this stuff. We've been talking about it. I'm actually getting bored of talking about it. So I hope this thing, I don't even care if it breaks down or breaks up. I'd actually prefer for it to break down. However, I just need this to break. I need this to do something because I am sick of talking about the same dang levels, the same dang patterns, the same dang confusing signals. We need a change in the markets. I am bored, guys. I am so sick of talking about this. So hopefully we are breaking down out of this range, but we're going to get a little bit more into that in just a second. But number one, head and shoulders. Number two, bear flag. Number three, the bearish retest. And also, you will know on Monday, we were looking specifically, let me go ahead and come into bar replay mode and just talk about why we were so bearish on Monday. So this was our situation Monday, guys. This was our situation we were looking at, right? You got the bear flag. Okay, measured move of that bear flag could easily bring you down to this blue box right here at about $23,650. And then the measured move of this head and shoulders does have a measured technical target, bringing you down to about $23,000. And that is, a pretty bearish scenario, right? Now, on top of that, we also had our red dot printing on the daily on Monday, right, with money flow coming out. You guys will remember this was looking very, very bearish in my opinion, and I did think on Monday, I did think that there was a much greater chance that we would break down out of this bear flag to the downside. And, kind of what we were waiting for that day was the candle close, right? The daily candle close. I was like, I really want to see what happens on this daily candle close because it could give us an insight into whether we're going to break down or not, right? And what happened when we closed that candle? Well, we got a VWAP flip. Now, the VWAP flip is obviously a very interesting signal because basically what it shows me is that the bears tried to push price down, but then the bulls came and just ate price right back to the upside, gobbled up all that Bitcoin, and pushed us right back to the upside. And you will know yesterday I was mentioning, hey guys, yes, on Monday we were really bearish, but today things are actually looking a lot better. Things do looked much less bearish yesterday than they did Monday. And one of the main things we were looking at there was the VWAP flip on the daily. Because not only that, but we also had our money flow coming back up. And this is what kind of led me to talk about all these mixed signals that we're seeing. And lo and behold, we print another daily candle and we get a VWAP flop. And now we're getting another red dot on the daily, which, and as you guys know, another thing we were looking at yesterday or on Monday, let me go ahead back into bar replay mode, when we were printing this red dot, another thing we were looking at, guys, was the 2-day printing a green dot on the 2-day time frame, right? It is since disappeared. However, we did have this green dot on the 2-day. You guys will remember we talked about it, but I was specifically talking about how we had that green dot pop up on our momentum wave, and it was likely going to give us a move to the upside, right? And kind of my plan I was explaining was that I would much rather wait for price to come back up and then short a lower high, look to short a lower high rather than look for fresh longs at the bottom of the range. And the reason for me saying that is because I knew we would get some kind of a local bounce on that 2-day green dot, which again has since disappeared. It did not confirm, but I knew that was likely going to give us some form of a move up, right? But the reason I was looking to short a lower high and why I wasn't looking to long that 2-day green dot to the moon was because our money flow was in complete disagreement, right? We had the money flow coming out on the 2-day against that green dot. So I was expecting the green dot to give us a small move up, in which case I would be looking for to short a lower high. And again, the reason for that was because the money flow was coming out, indicating the longer term trend. The money flow indicates that longer term trend. The green and the red dots simply just indicate the ebbs and the flows in the market. So that was kind of my plan. And then again, obviously we printed more candles, and that is where there's the 2-day green dot that we got. But you can see here, now yesterday we got that green dot, which is a little more confusing, but again, we were waiting to come up to the highs, and now we got another red dot. So things are again looking like they did on Monday. It turned out that red dot was not the fake out, but potentially the VWAP flip. That green dot that we printed was actually the fake out, right? So we had the red dot, fake out, green dot. Now we're back printing that red dot. If we confirm this red dot, guys, you have to assume that this one hopefully will not be another scam dot, and this one will actually wind up playing out, right? Now we also do have money flow agreeing with us here as well, as that money flow is starting to curve back to the downside. So that would be another point for the bears. And most importantly, guys, you will know yesterday we were looking more towards our key levels, right? Because we were getting those mixed signals on the indicators. So we flipped our attention to the key levels. And that major level we were looking at last night was $26,700, right? $26,700 right here in all of its glory. You could see it. My mouse is tweaking out, but you can see it all right here. And we have now broken through that level, and unless we get some kind of mega bounce coming in here in the next 2 hours, it does look like we are probably going to break this level. Now, am I completely flipping bearish? I will say, again, I am still leaning a little bit more bearish. I know I said I was leaning, I felt a little less bearish yesterday because of the VWAP flip, but I was still leaning bearish, right? Because we were still bearishly retesting the neckline of this head and shoulders, right? And then I also kind of gave you guys the line in the sand where I would flip bullish, in the medium term, and that would basically be the break of this golden pocket and point of control, right? So the plan yesterday was to ride the 2-day green dot up to either the range highs, right? We have our volume profile here. Where is it? Right there. Bada boom. We have our range highs right here. This was our first level that we were looking at. It is also in perfect correlation with that neckline. You can see that diagonal line right here. That is the neckline of the head and shoulders. Just coming up to bearishly retest that neckline again. It was also our value area high. So this was lower high number one. I was interested in shorting or looking to add to my short. And then we were even looking as far up as the top of this bear flag, potentially getting a move. Potentially getting a move up to Oh, my God. Let me get rid of this one of these boxes. Potentially getting a move back up to the top of this bear flag. I would have also been interested in shorting a lower high up in this level as well. You have your point of control, your golden pocket, and your bear flag coming in there as well. So that was kind of what we were looking for. However, we did not make it to the top of the bear flag, but we did hit the top of this range perfectly, which again, guys, when you're just playing the volume profiles, it is an absolute no-brainer to be looking for short confirmations up here at the value area high, right? You guys know how we trade the value areas. Yeah, long the lows, short the highs, 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 right? And now it looks like we may be getting somewhat of a sustained breakdown, or one thing I will be watching very closely, guys, is a potential double bottom, right? Because we do have, this is kind of our last line in the sand right here. This spider line coming in at $26,000, almost even, 26.1, is basically going to be that line in the sand where I would be expecting an immediate move down to 25K, because if we go ahead and pull up our visible range volume profile, you can see, come up to a higher time frame, you can see that we are, if we do wind up breaking that purple spider line right here, that is essentially this. If you look at my crosshairs, I'm on that purple spider line right now, and you can see, I'll put a horizontal line, that that purple spider line lines up perfectly with this shelf of volume, right? So once we break below that spider line, it is going to be very likely that we get a quick move down to 25K, between 25.3 and 25K. Again, those targets remain the same as they've been for what seems like forever. So yeah, I would be those targets do remain the same. First major level of support going to be looking down here. That will probably be the first place I will start looking for new longs. However, yeah, going to be looking for new longs down at this blue box. But again, watching that volume gap right here, and that does basically begin at the break of that purple spider line, right? So 26,000 to 26,100 is going to be the key level we must hold. And the level we need to reclaim, guys, is going to be the value area low, right? We need to get back above this value area low. If we don't get a strong bounce here like we did last time, let me hide the TA so you guys can see better. If we don't get a strong bounce back into the range, guys, this is going to be a bit more bearish, for Bitcoin, and it would essentially make it much more likely to get a sustained breakdown, right? And again, falling through that gap down to about 25K. So, the bearish signs were there. On top of this, guys, I'm going to hide the TA again. Come on over to the 16-hour. You can see we are starting to print some blood diamonds on the 16-hour. We got one confirmed here. We got one confirmed on the 12-hour. Do we have it on the 10-hour? Yeah, we are starting to confirm blood diamonds here as well. So definitely a little bit more bearish than bullish. And again, more of that reason is the red dot on the daily. If that confirms and we do not get another VWAP flip, I'll tell you this, guys. If we get another VWAP flip, I'm taking a month off. I'm taking a month off. I'm walking away. I'll be back. I'll be back at the end of the summer. If we get another VWAP flip, I will lose my mind. I'm kidding, guys. I'm not going nowhere. But, I will lose my mind if we get another VWAP flip. So that is, but again, money flow coming out on the daily. Again, 2-hour money flow, 2-day money flow also continuing to come out as we got rejected at that zero line. And guys, I do just want to bring back up the 2-day blood diamond that we got all the way back in the early May. This was a sign that we were looking at, right? We were ranging up here forever. We came up to the highs of the range, rejected the range, printed the blood diamond, and look what happened, right? It took time to play out, but these very rarely don't play out, right? 11%, right? It just takes patience. But 11%, beautiful breakdown off that blood diamond, and I want you guys to keep that in mind when looking at this 16-hour blood diamond, right? Look at the one up here. That one played out to the tune of about 11%. This one right here played out to the tune of about 12%, right? This one, if we see it play out in the same way, it doesn't mean that it's 100% going to play out this way, but if it played out to the tune of about 11%, guys, it will be bringing us, it's going to be bringing us right, hang on, hold up, guys, hold up. Let's pull this local range. Let me unextend it. And let me remeasure that from this blood diamond. 11% will bring you, look, 10.9, close enough. almost 11% right to the value area high of this previous area of consolidation, guys. This is another level I am watching. You guys know this if you watch the channel. You will know that value area high is something we are watching on the way down, right? But obviously, the support is likely going to start at these highs between 25.3 and 24.8. But if we break below that, guys, I will be looking at this value area high at about $24,200. And then if we break below that, it's going to be very likely that we see the measured moves of not only the head and shoulders, but also the bear flag. It is likely that we will see these play out in full down to this blue box. So, yeah, guys, honestly, yesterday was just kind of a... yesterday seemed to be just a shout out to Mike Farley said, I'm bullish on Frankie's show. Hey, shout out to Mike Farley. I'm bullish on you being bullish on Frankie's show. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. But I will just say, oh, interesting. I will get to that in just a second. But I will say, guys, yesterday, Monday, I really thought this range was going to break down. And then yesterday, we kind of just got bamboozled with that VWAP flip on the daily. But now we are right back to the bearish sentiment of Monday. It does look like that green dot was just a fluke, just a little fake out on Tuesday. And now it is back to the original sentiment here. And I would, again, just keep an eye on this bearish case because it does look like there is a decent chance that it will play out. And again, the line in the sand there is the purple spider line. Once we break 26,000, 26,100, that's where I'm expecting that quick move down to 25K, in which case I will be looking for new long positions down here. And then if we don't get the confirmations we're looking for, we will look for a short move or a quick move down to the second blue box, starting at about 23,650, which is the measured move of the breakdown or technical target of this bear flag. So on top of that, guys, coming down to some of these lower time frames, the 4-hour VWAP is rolling up, right? So short-term bounces, short-term bounces are not out of the question here as that 4-hour VWAP starts to roll back to the upside. 2-hour green dot gave us a little bit of a bounce, but again, VWAP is rolling back over here. Your 1-hour is also rolling back over here as well. So I would keep an eye on that. And really, guys, what I'm looking at here is money flow, right? 2-hour money flow back in the red. 3-hour money flow back in the green, kind of just bing-bonging around. But again, local bounces are to be expected, right? Local bounces are to be expected. If we do get a local bounce, though, because of the way the daily looks, because of the way the 2-day looks, I will be looking for the same thing, right? I would be much more interested in looking for to short a lower high, right? So maybe we get a hard bounce here, come back up into this value area low. That would be a place I'd be interested in looking for shorts. And then even if we bounce up into this point of control, that may be another place I'd be interested to be looking for some shorts. The point of control is coming in at about 26,850. Value area low is coming in at about 26,600. And if you pull your local golden pocket from the high to the low, you can see you do have some confluence here between your golden pocket and your point of control. So again, that would be one area I would be looking for some shorts to come back up, test this high volume node, and then rip back to the downside. And then also your value area low as well, coming in at $26,591. So again, if we get that short-term bounce, I am in a scalp long position from down here with the premium Discord. Again, little bit of a riskier play here as we have, as we are already outside of our range here. But it does look like we are trying to reclaim this spider line, may be able to give us enough chutzpah to shoot back up into the range. But the goal here for the bulls would be to get back above these levels, reclaim the value area low at 26,583 or 26,591. And then make our way up to the point of control. If you get bearish confirmations there, I would be very, very careful of a bigger rejection and a full breakdown of this bear flag. But if you're able to get above that point of control, obviously your next stop would be the highs of the range or the highs of the local range back up to about $27,300 or $27,400. But again, much more interested in shorting a lower high or I am already in my short position, so I won't really be shorting there myself. but I would be more interested in shorting a lower high, just like we were on that 2-day green dot, right? This was the 2-day green dot, got the move up. We were looking for shorts at the value area high or the top of the bear flag / golden pocket / point of control area up here. We didn't make it up there, so we were looking down here. Would have been a beautiful place to enter a short, especially, this is why it's so important to trade the way that we're trading. And I'm not saying you can't trade another way or this is the best way to trade. This is the way I like to do it, right? This is the way I trade. And I like to share that information for you because it works out very, very, very good. It works out very good for me, right? So, if you were waiting for that 2-day green dot to get that move up here and you were looking for shorts, this would have been a great area to enter that short position. And guys, we talk about this on the free live streams, but not only is this a great place to get into a short to ride back down to the range lows, this would have been a beautiful trade in and of itself. But if we wind up breaking below this range decisively and getting a bigger move down to 25K, this could wind up turning into a very, very, very nice trade, right? Turning that little scalp position into an absolute monster grand slam trade. So there you go, right? Much more interested in entering shorting a lower high rather than entering into a big long position. I am in a small scalp long position here. If it gets back up to the highs of the range, I'm cashing out. If it doesn't, then I'll get stopped out for a small loss, and my short will continue to play out to the downside. So in the short term, guys, I do think that, with this 3 and 4 hour green dot, once they print, they could give us a little bit bigger of a push to the upside, and I will be riding that take profit button on my long very, very, very tightly. So yeah, just be careful right now with the longs because of the blood diamonds and the money flow on these higher time frames, and the daily red dot is not looking the best. And you don't want to forget, guys, we do still have the 2-week red dot printing on Market Cipher B. This is a pretty bearish signal. If you go ahead and backtest these guys, there is these typically give you some kind of a move down, right? And this is the first red dot that we've gotten above the 0 line since back at the top of the market, right? This 2-week red dot obviously began the bear market. If you come back over here, this red dot was basically the top of this first bull market top all-time high, right? And then this one, obviously, we did get a move down, but it was in the middle of the parabolic bull run, so it wasn't as powerful, but you still did get a red 2-week candle, right? And then the one that we are kind of most similar to would definitely be, this is almost the same exact situation here where we came up in this fake out bull market or fake out bull market or fake out bear market rally up to about 14K. You could see we printed that 2-week red dot right at the top of that pump, and then that wound up drawing us down for quite some time before we wound up getting that March 2020 dump. And this is eerily similar, right? Top of the bull market, bottom of the bear market, first rally, 2-week red dot dump, right? All-time high, bear market bottom, first bear market rally, 2-week red dot, are we going to dump? Potentially, guys. This 2-week red dot, not only do we have the red dot, but we also have the money flow coming out as well. This is definitely more of a bearish sign, especially if it confirms, right? So again, gonna have to lean a little bit more bearish again, right? But that is basically what I am looking at on Bitcoin, guys. Lots of interesting stuff. I will say the points on the bear side are definitely much more prevalent than the bull side here. But again, not like this is not the time to enter the short, right? I want to be very clear. This is not the time to be entering the short, right? I think a lot of people are like, oh my God, he's bearish, let's short it. Not necessarily, right? The short was when we were looking, and this is why the market is so hard, guys. This is why trading is so hard, because this is not the short. Everybody wants the short right now, but this is not the time to short. The time to short was when we were talking about the 2-day green dot and we started pumping, right? This is where you want to look for the short, but nobody wants to look for shorts on this because there's a bunch of green candles and everybody thinks it's going to 100K. Right? So that's why I was looking for that 2-day green dot into the range highs to add to my short. This was the short opportunity. This would have been a beautiful short trade. You do not want to short the bottom of a move, right? So just be careful of that, right? This may not be the best time to enter, especially with the 3 and 4 hour green dots looking to print. We may get a further move up here, so I would wait to come up and put in a lower high and look for bearish confirmations at some of these key levels to get into a short position. Does that make sense? Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let's see. Bullish bear or bearish bull? I would call myself a bearish bull right now because I am bullish on Bitcoin in general, but I am bearish in the short term, right, or medium term. I am bullish. See, this is the thing. I'm bullish on the 3 and the 4 hour, right? So in the next, in the context of these two time frames, I'd be bullish, right? Think it can come up a little bit more. But then you move up here, I'm bearish on these time frames. This is why it is so hard to make this content. And, everybody wants to know, is it bullish or bearish? And it's a loaded question, right? Like, well, what's your timeline? Is it bullish or bearish in the next 20 minutes? Is it bullish or bearish in the next day, 2 days, 3 days, week, month, 5 years? So it's really, really hard to say. But I will say, typically on this show, when I'm talking about if I'm bullish or bearish, it's typically within the next few days or the rest of the week, right? So with that daily red dot, I do think we can come down a bit more here. But again, watching out for those short-term bounces on those lower time frames, such as the 3 and the 4 hour, right? So there you go, guys. That is basically what we are looking at. And again, I talked about this in my market update earlier today. I want to press home, guys, the idea of this 2-day green dot and looking to short the lower high. This is a perfect teachable moment, right? Let me go ahead and pull up a fresh chart here. Bear with me 1 second. And my voice, guys, my voice is my voice is like leaving again, guys. My voice is my voice is like, I don't know. I can't keep my voice. It keeps running away from me. But let's see, right? Just to kind of break down what we were looking at on those 2 days, right? On that 2-day green dot, right? Let me clear the drawings here, right? We got the green dot. We expected the move to the upside, right? I just know this. The green dot was basically what caused this move to the upside, right? Now, the reason, right? We have this range here. These were the levels we were looking at. We had the range here, right? And then we obviously had the bear flag, right? Let me just go ahead and draw the bear flag really quickly. Right, so we had like somewhat of a bear flag, right? Like this is kind of the bear flag that I was looking at, right? Depending on where you want to draw the pole to, whatever. So this is what we were looking at, right? And we knew we were bearishly retesting this neckline of the head and shoulders, right? We knew we were bearishly retesting the neckline, right? This is not the neckline. What am I doing? No, I guess this is, it's more like that. That's kind of the neckline. But whatever. I'm not, it's kind of hard to draw on the 4 hour. But, the neckline is coming up here. We bearishly retested the neckline. But basically, guys, as we were testing the range lows, right, because we were also looking at this more macro range. As we were testing these lows, we were getting that green dot, and we were looking to come up to this range high to short that lower high. And again, the reason for that, the reason why I was not looking too long the 2-day green dot was because money flow was coming out. And this is a good position to be in because you can know, hey, that green dot is printing. I'm going to sit on my hands and I'm going to wait for price to come up. And then once price starts to roll back over and I see that green dot starting to teeter out, or I see the lower time frames giving me bearish signals at a new level of resistance, that is where I would look to enter the short position to continue that ride down, and in hopes of this 2-day money flow wave to come deeper into the red and cause a bigger trend to the downside so you can cash in by shorting that lower high. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let's see. No voice is Miami. Yeah, that's what they say. Jessica. I don't know. I think it might have been because I was sick because I don't know. I wasn't really screaming that much in Miami, to be honest with you. But yeah, everybody else is losing their voice. Yes, 1 hour bull div, Death Burka. Let's take a look at that. We did get the 1 hour bull div. It did give us this little pop ski to the upside, right? You did get this 100%. Let me go ahead and draw it out for you. You have your lower highs on your price action. You have your higher lows on your momentum waves. Not the biggest angle here, but you did get the div. And yeah, this did print. It did give you a move. Nothing too dramatic, but you did get it, and you did get a reaction, right? I would wait to see if this green dot on the 3 hour and 4 hour will give you a bigger pop to the upside. Once we print that 4 hour red dot, I think you could get pushed up a little bit more, to potentially, again, just bearishly retest some things, such as the value area low at 26.6. 26,630. Maybe the bottom of this bear flag, maybe this point of control. These are all levels I would be interested in looking at. Again, pulling our local fib. You can see you have your confluence between your golden pocket and your point of control right here. Whoops. Go ahead and mark that out one more time. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. Turn it purple for our resistance, right? So that is a level I would be looking to, a lower high I'd be looking to short, and as well as the bottom of the bear flag / value area low, right? So this would be kind of a... this would kind of be another level I'd be looking at for some lower highs, right? Because as you get a bounce down, right, you drop the ball, right? You drop the ball, and then when it bounces back up, it's not going to bounce right back up into your hands. It's likely going to bounce to a lower high, right? And whether that is the lower high or this is the lower high, then, that is another question. But those are the two levels I would be looking at to short lower highs, just like the value area high and the top of the bear flag were two levels and two lower highs I was looking to short on that bounce off the 2-day green dot, right? We're just looking for lower highs because, again, if you pull your fib from this high to the low, right? Well, not that low, that high to this low, where's your golden pocket retracement? It's right where we rejected, guys. Right where we rejected. Price loves to come up and put lower highs in on these golden pockets. This is part of the reason why I was looking for shorts. This is part of the reason why my plan was to get that green dot on the 2-day, come up to a lower high. This was why that was one of those targets, because not only is it your value area high, but it's also your local golden pocket retracement. And we know price likes to come in and put lower highs in on these levels before continuing to the downside. And what happened? We came down, we put in the lower high, and we continued to the downside. So there you go, guys. That is basically what we are looking at on Bitcoin. And again, if you take anything away from this stream tonight, please think about what we were looking at with that 2-day green dot. The green dot means an ebb or a flow in the market, meaning in the macro trend. In the macro trend, the green dots would represent moves to the upside like this, or like this, or like this, right? That's your green, and then your red dots would indicate the moves like this, and this, and this. And the money flow indicates the trend, right? So when you get a money flow crossover, you're expecting a big trend to the downside. What happened when you got your crossover into the red? You got your price action to come to the downside, right? And vice versa. When you get your money flow crossover into the green like you did right here, you get a trend to the upside, right? Same thing from back here. Same thing back here. Where'd you cross into the green here? You crossed into the, well, I guess it's not a good example. Let's see. Okay, right here. Excuse me. Right here, you get a money flow crossover into the red. You continued your downtrend, right? So you're looking at your money flow crossover, expecting the trend, the long-term trend to continue to the downside. But you did get a green dot down here, right? You got the money flow crossover into the red, which would indicate a downward trend to begin. However, you were getting the green dot down here. So that might confuse some people. That might confuse you, and you might be sitting there thinking, well, hey, if my money flow crossover in the red, that's bearish, but I'm getting a green dot that's bullish, what do I do? Well, you can use that information and put things into context. Well, the money flow is crossing over into the red. I know that's going to likely cause a downtrend, but that green dot's probably going to give us a short-term move to the upside. And because the money flow is going against that green dot, I would expect that green dot to be a lackluster bounce to the upside before continuing down and putting in a lower low. And I mean a lower low as in a low here and a lower low here. Right? So you got the green dot indicating a short-term bounce. You're just expecting a move up like this, a lackluster bounce before returning back down to a lower low. Right? Does that make sense? And this is probably a local golden pocket or something like that if I had to guess. And it is, right? From your local high right here to here, you bounced up right into that golden pocket and rejected to the downside. So there you go, guys. That's the sauce. Grab out your uncooked spaghetti and your uncooked lasagna. Dip your uncooked spaghetti in that warm marinade or marinara sauce or pasta sauce, as some people like to call it, and start taking your notes. A lot of you won't get that joke. If you know, you know. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Oh, baby, we missed Hannah King's super chat. Let me go ahead and pull that up really quickly. Guys, don't forget. Shout out to Hannah King. Says, Frankie, what do you think about the Bitcoin ads on TV in China? Seems bullish to me. It seems bullish for the overall crypto space. Yeah. I mean, what's up with China, guys? What's up in China? Is China banning crypto? Like, China has banned Bitcoin 115 times. And now they're showing ads on TV. It makes no sense, right? That's why in this previous bull run, when the article started coming out, Bitcoin bans, China bans Bitcoin. In the office, we all just crack up. We're just like, yeah, I remember this from 2018. They just recycle the same titles in the news. It's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would consider that bullish. I would consider that bullish for sure. All right, let's continue on. Nate, we're going to check in on the DXY in just a second. John Davis with the bear emojis. Let's go. Shout out to Wick saying, hey, yo, to Steven Atwell. What is going on, Steven? Thank you for being here, my brother. Spitting that sauce and don't even know it. Shout out to Steven. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here. Shout out to Crypto Pollo in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to you, my brother. Let's see. That's too much sauce for my pasta, Frankie. Shout out to Gazgano, Operator Fibonacci. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. That is one fire name, let me tell you. All right, let's see. Oh, God, we got the meme coin shillers in here. Let's go. Shout out to all the meme coin shillers. Let's get it. Shout out to Dixon Apple Juice in the house. What is going on, man? Said, Frankie, my crush finally came to work today. Is today the day I declare my love to her? Her name is Mackenzie, but I call her Big Mac. Let's go. Shout out to Big Mac. Dixon's crush. Hey, Dixon, I think I remember her from high school, man. I think I remember her from high school. Shout out to Mackenzie and shout out to Dixon. Let's go. BTC to skyrocket on June 1st. Hong Kong to allow citizens and mainland China institutions to trade crypto. Interesting. Yeah, that could definitely move the price. That is for sure. Yeah, this little range is paying absolutely. But guys, 11.5 times. Shout out to Dark Crash. Speaking of Dark Crash, guys, I don't have any water in the chat in the studio, but what I do have, guys, I got this nice little I got this stuff they call goat fuel, which is now sweating because it's 1,000 degrees in here. But yeah, guys, today's episode is brought to you by Goat Fuel. There we go. This is a new company, guys. You can tell by the wrapper they put on these. It's like a new company, but I think these might be the new big guys in town. Watch out, Red Bull. Goat Fuel is coming through. Shout out to Wick. Thank you for that super chat, bro. He said, good lesson on not relying on one indicator alone. Yeah, absolutely, Wick. And yeah, man, shout out to you. I really appreciate the super chat, man. And yeah, this is a perfect learning lesson, right, for our learning opportunity for people who are trying to learn TA, right? Because, again, the indicators were giving such mixed signals yesterday, but it was looking bearish on Monday, and then we got that little cloudiness yesterday, but that's why we were watching our key level, right? And then what happened when we broke that key level, guys? Absolute dump to the downside, right? So, yeah, you definitely don't just want to be looking at one thing. John David... yeah. John Davis said, buy a dang air conditioner, bro. Funny story. There's central air in the studio. But the problem is we have a window. There's a window here that faces the sun, and it's completely blacked out with duvetine, and it turns the room into an oven because the sun just bakes onto that window, heats up that window bay, and it just radiates heat into the room. We try to reflect the light out. We try everything we can, and it just heats the room up. It's insane. All right, let's see. When you feed goats, hold the food in your front pocket. Whoa, hey. Whoa. Slugger slug. What are you doing at the petting zoo, my man? But shout out to Goat Fuel. I'm kidding, guys. It's not like a sponsor. I don't know why I shout these people out for free, but hey, it's a pretty good drink here. All right. Let's continue on here. Let's see. Yeah, green dot alone. You don't see the volume. You don't see the volume out. See the volume out. Only you missed the dot. Shout out to Wick. Let's go. That sounds like a riddle. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, put a shade outside the window. That might be actually something we have not tried. Like we'll have to put an awning. We'll have to put an awning outside the window. Bob from accounting. What's going on, Bob? Welcome into the stream, man. But guys, real quick, I do want to check out the DXY. Yeah, I did want to check out the DXY, guys, because if we come on over to the daily time frame here, I forgot someone just brought it up, but this is something I'm looking at now. I will say this. VWAP coming to the downside here, but it does look like this money flow on the daily does have some nice curvature to the upside. Not looking too shabby. Take a look at your 16-hour money flow back in the green. Definitely more of a bearish look for Bitcoin. 2-day money flow coming up on the DXY as well. However, you want to realize here, as the DXY has gone, oh my God, look at this bounce, guys. Yikes. Yeah, nice bounce on the DXY, but you want to understand that the VWAPs are cooling off, right? So you want to be careful with that. But yeah, DXY looking like it might want to push up in the longer term. Yeah, these lower time frames like your 3-day, your 3-hour, your 2-hour are looking for red dots. So maybe you get a cool off here. Maybe Bitcoin gets a little that little short-term bounce we were just talking about. But again, guys, you know, I would say that this daily, if we get this daily money flow crossover, this would be something big I'd be watching for a potential bigger move to the upside for the DXY and a bigger dump on Bitcoin. Thank you to whoever brought that back up and reminded me about it. Shout out to Creators Crypto, gifted 1 Frankie Candles membership. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, who got it? Let's see. Bruce Reed.eth was gifted that membership. Shout out to Bruce Reed. Congratulations, bro. And thank you to Creators Crypto for dropping that membership in here. We appreciate you, man. Let's see. Looking for that debt ceiling call to dump the DXY. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. All right, guys. Let's go. I heard Ben got TJ. And yo, Dave. Somebody call the cops on Dave. Dave, I'm calling the cops on you, my man. I'm sorry, bro. We got to do it. Tim did have a baby. Guys, congratulations to Tim. Yeah, Tim has a baby now. That's crazy. Shout out to Tim. And speaking of babies, guys, I am officially an uncle. I am officially, as of yesterday, Funkle Frankie Candles. Let's go. Shout out to baby Jack. I'm an uncle, guys, and he's cute. I'll be honest, guys. I don't think babies are cute. And I'm one of those guys that's like, I'm not just going to say the baby's cute because it's my family. If it comes out and it looks like an alien, I'm going to be like, ugh, it looks like an alien. I'll say it's cute when it's cute. But pretty baby. Didn't come out looking like an alien. He has a little bit of hair. He's cute. Thank God. I didn't want to have to tell my sister that she had an ugly baby. No, I'm just kidding, guys. He's adorable. I'm super happy. I'm officially Funkle Frankie. And he already looks like a crypto millionaire. He actually, he's got a Bitcoin birthmark, which is pretty crazy. Who would have thought? It's just like a B with 2 lines through it. It's almost like it was printed on him. Maybe they branded him at the hospital, or maybe I did. I don't know. But anyway, shout out. You can't deem yourself Funkle Frankie Candles. And why is that, Tony? You don't think I'm a fun guy? You don't think I'm a mushroom? Speaking of mushrooms, shout out to the mushrooms in this goat fuel. Exactly. Yeah, T.A. Tim is a dad. Yes. Shout out to, it's like baby central. There's babies popping out everywhere, guys. That's crazy. Ugly babies exist. Yes, they do. All babies are not cute. That is for sure. We appreciate the sauce. Shout out to B-Rad Crypto. No problem, bro. That's why I'm here. Let's see. Is Frankie's Market Cipher paid for indicator? Yes, this is a paid for indicator. We are actually sponsored by Market Cipher. Shout out to Market Cipher, guys. It is one of the main tools in my analysis. We do have a discount code if you guys want to check the link in the description down below. I think it's Frankie20 is the discount code. Tony will drop it in the chat if you guys want to check it out. It's my main indicator. You guys watch the channel. You know I use it every single day. Yeah, there you guys go. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those altcoins. We'll start off with ETH. And drop if you want to see your altcoins, go ahead and drop them in chat right now. Rob the Crypto Snob will go ahead and count them up. Count the votes and let me know which ones we're going to be taking a look at. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum, or Erythrium, as your grandmother might call it. And you guys know the key levels we're looking at on Ethereum. Now, God, I love when things play out. I love when things work out. And I'll tell you this. It's not because I like saying we're right. It really isn't. I actually think it's gross when people do that. I don't like to do that. And anytime we do it, it's in like good fun. But anytime I bring up it's anytime that we were right or something played out that we were talking about the day before, don't ever get it twisted, guys. It's not to brag. It is to help you guys learn and see this stuff before I even tell you, right? And the reason I like when things play out is because now I get to show you guys why we were looking at this and how it is starting to play out, right? So as you know, let me get rid of this. Just give me 1 second, guys. Like literally 1 second. Okay, it was 9 seconds. I'm sorry, but you can see here, kind of what we're looking at here, guys. Yesterday we were looking at kind of two ranges, right? We were looking at this range right here, and then we were looking at a range from up here. Now, as you guys know, we actually called this on one of our live streams. We were looking for a move once we broke down below this value area high. We were expecting for 730 to come. For 1730 to come in very, very quickly for Ethereum, right? And it actually wound up happening like overnight, right? We broke through this level and we came all the way down to 1730, almost to the dollar, just missed it. But it was a beautiful validation for the volume profiles, right? Because we knew once we broke this level here, the value area high of the range, we knew, again, speaking of this value area high of the range, once we broke below that value area high, it was going to be much more likely for us to get a move down to the value area low, which is exactly what happened. And then yesterday, we were testing this, and we were saying yesterday, hey guys, if we can't get back above this level, that's where we're likely going to see a move back down to 1730. But what happened? We actually broke back above the level, but then we broke back below. But the reason I bring this up is because this was our line in the sand. We knew that in order to get more upside on Ethereum, we had to get above this level, and we had to hold it as support. But what happened? We broke out. We weren't able to sustain support, right? We came down, we could not hold the level, we lost it, we bearishly retested, and now we are been accepted back into this range with our highs up here at about 1830 and our lows down here at about 1730. So as long as we remain within, oh my God, this is brutal, guys. My mouse is jumping all over the place. If we remain underneath this value area high, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, deviation back in the range. If we can't get back above this level, if we can't get back above this blue box, guys, it is going to be much more likely that we get a move down to 1730, just like we did back here, right? We came down. We needed to hold this as support. We didn't. We broke below, right to the value area low, right? Tried to get back above, couldn't hold it, back below, right to the value area low. That is what I would be expecting out of Ethereum, right? Because again, if Bitcoin is going to dump, this is going to be a very, very likely scenario. But if Bitcoin gets a heavy bounce from the lows, you know that this is also your key level of resistance to the upside. This is not only, this is now your door to higher prices, right? So if Bitcoin gets a heavy bounce and Ethereum decides to follow, you know you got to get above this level and hold it as support to come up to higher prices. If you're not able to do that and you come up and bearishly reject, I would look for a move lower down to about 1730. Right? Now, what happens if we lose 1730? Well, if we lose 1730, I would simply just look down to the next volume profile range, right? Which is basically coming in down here. You could even probably pull this to about here, right? I would be looking down to this level. This would be another key level at about 1677, because if we break and come down to the range lows and we start to lose this range, this is going to be our next major level, right? Because if we can't hold this level, we're going to get accepted back into this range, potentially opening up the door to come all the way down to our next key level, which is at 1550, right? Now, 1550 has been a key level of support for a long time, right? We held it all throughout these range lows, then we lost it and then reclaimed. But this has been a key level for quite some time, right? It was a key level here. It was a key level here. It was a key level here. It was a key level here, right? So on and so forth. So that is going to be kind of what I'd be expecting out of Ethereum, and I'll just draw these little ranges, right? This is one. Let me go ahead and change this. Right? This is one value area. We are now being accepted back into this range. If we can't get back out of it, we are likely coming down to 1730. If we lose this range, our next value area is down here, right? Now, what's between these two value areas? Well, let's pull up our VPVR and find out. There's not much. There's kind of a gap here, right? It's not the biggest gap I've ever seen, but you do have a decent gap here and then a decent fall off in volume, right? Really, your heavy volume starts to pick up at the top of that white box or at the value area high of that range, right? So if we come down to the range lows, break below, I would look for support really starting at that value area high. If we break below that level, that is likely going to be where we get a move down to the POC at 1635 and then eventually a move down to the value area low at 1550, in which case this would be a very, very important level to hold for Ethereum. Now, looking at our indicators here, the bears are, continuing to show themselves, right? Money flow coming out on the 4-hour, slightly coming back up. I will say that. It is slightly coming back up with that green dot, but unless this green dot is going to be a massive moonshot, I would expect this to basically just put a lower high in on the money flow, continuing to the downside, right? And then coming up to some of our higher time frames, that 8-hour money flow is crossed back over into the red. Your 16-hour has crossed over back into the red very, very slightly. 12-hour money flow is still in the red, printing that red dot currently. Taking a look at the daily, looking to print that red dot on Ethereum very soon. So if we are going to get a move down to 1730, guys, I will be looking at the daily red dot to kind of be the thing that gets us down there. So look for the red dot on the daily for Ethereum to get that move down to 1730. And the red dot on the daily was essentially what brought us down to that level last time, right? We kind of bing-bonged around and then bang, wicked right down there. So again, money flow is kind of coming back up, but it looks like we're probably just going to make a lower high. You have a high, a higher high, and now a lower high, right? So it's kind of like, hey, coming up, and now we're going back down, right? And then coming up to that 2-day, we did confirm the green dot on the 2-day for Ethereum, but money flow is also continuing to come to the downside. So that is basically what I'd be looking for on Ethereum. Not only what I'd be looking for, but also the exact levels I would be watching. And not only just the levels, the context behind the actual levels, right? The context into where I'm getting these levels from, and why they're important and why I will be watching them, right? And what I'm expecting if each one is broken, right? That's why I like the volume profiles, because it doesn't just give you random levels to look for bounces or rejections. It lets you know, hey, if you break below this level, you now are likely to get to this next level, right? Or if you break above this level, you have to get above this level to see higher prices, right? So that's why I like the volume profiles so much, guys. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Deep in profit on my BTC short. Shout out to Jason Roman. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Bing bong. Congratulations, bro. Let's get it. Throw that money, baby. Throw that money. All right, let's go. Point it down and hang into the left wick. Okay, shout out to Creighton C. Not going to inquire more about that. We got 572 people in the chat, guys, going for 550 likes on tonight's stream. If you're finding value in the stream, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button so you don't miss any of our urgent market updates, live streams, and awesome tutorials. And our Miami vlog, guys, will either be coming out this weekend or on next Wednesday. We did shoot a vlog with Crypto Billy, with Crypto Anon, with Tony D, and with the CandleMafia, as well as, we got some people, special appearances on there. But yeah, it's going to be super fun, so check it out, guys. Epidemic Outrage said, you're a blessing, Frankie. Shout out to Epidemic Outrage. I appreciate you, bro. You are a blessing for being in the chat right now. I do appreciate you so much. And shout out to everybody who's super chatting, and shout out to Creators Crypto for gifting that membership. All right, let's go ahead and check out, yeah, Creighton, sorry, bro. I caught, that was just, it's just where my eyes went. All right, okay, Rob is, okay, the altcoins are ready to go. Let's get it. Okay, all right, I see what you guys are talking about now. I love Frankie. Change the channel name to, okay. All right, shout out to Wick589. We'll have to think about it. We'll have to have a meeting about it, see if we could change the channel to that. All right, yeah, hit that dang like button, guys. Gen Z, or is it Gen Z, said smash that like button. He said it, not me, guys. You don't want to piss him off. Trust me. I know him personally. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these altcoins. Let's go ahead and take a look at Algo. What do we got going on Algo? All right, going to 0. Next, let's go ahead and check out Render. Let's check out Render. Going to 100K. All right, next, let's go ahead and check out Crow. See, Crow, going to 0. All right, let's go ahead and check out, what's the next one? Arbitrum. Let's go ahead and check out Arbitrum. Going to 0. All right, let's see. And last but not least, guys, AVAX is the last altcoin for tonight. Let's check it out. going to 0. All right, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Shout out to the XRP Army in chat. Shout out to Patrick. What is going on, bro? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. We're gonna look. We're gonna look at the altcoins. I'm just joking. All right. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see. Algo, Funko Frankie. Hey, learning. Let's go. Shout out to Funko Frankie. All right. Here we go. But seriously, is Algo going to 0? I think it might be. Algo may go to 0, guys. I'm just kidding. I don't think it's really going to 0, but it just cannot catch a break recently. I mean, Algo just it's been dead. Just dead in the water. Look at this random line that we drew on it. Look how epic that is. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look here. 3-day red dot printed on Algo, guys. Not a good sign. Algo's a stable coin. Yeah, that's what it seems like. But hey, doesn't mean it won't wake up in the bull run. It's just giving us a little extra time to it's giving us a little bit of extra time to accumulate. You know what I'm saying? Frankie, did you eat a clown today? Because you're funny. Hey, shout out to Dixon. Clown a day keeps the depression away. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You're not leaving till we hit 550, so sit there and do the alts. Creighton dropping the hammer. Let's go. Shout out to Creighton C. And I'm going to go ahead and light up the candle, guys. And we burned through these candles, guys. I mean, this is no joke. This is like our 3rd candle this month. Let's go ahead and crack the bad boy. I don't even think it's going to stay lit. Maybe it will. I don't know. It's lit. It's lit. There we go. Yeah, that's a dangerous flame, guys. That is a dangerous flame. All right, let's go. Taking a look at Algo, guys. Red dot on the 3-day. Oh, we're dumping. No way. That's not true. That's not true. They tricked me. Well, I guess we are dumping in the grand scheme of things. But yes. Anyway, or maybe they're talking about Algo. Algo is not looking good right now. 3-day red dot is printing. That is definitely very bearish. Not very bearish, but your money flow is coming out. It's more bearish than bullish. That is for dang sure. 2-day red dot printing. Daily red dot confirmed from a while ago. Take a look at the 16-hour. 16-hour red dot confirmed. Not looking good. Not looking good, guys. I mean, it just can't. Algo cannot catch a break. 4-day red dot. Whew. Looking for the 4-day red dot as well, guys. Not looking great for Algo. But I will say this, guys. I mean, we could pull a fib. It's not going to help us, though. That is definitely not going to help us. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's go ahead and let's go into the settings here. Let's put it on classic. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to help us. It's just not going to help us. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up our VPVR. Yeah, I mean, we're this is it, guys. This is it. This is it. This value area low is it, right? Here it is. 14 and a half cents. If we hit 14 and a half cents and start losing that range, that is not going to be good, guys. That is not going to be good. I mean, really, the only other structural support I can give you guys would be, I mean, we got this wick down here, these bodies. I mean, not much more to the downside. Not much more room to go to the downside. I mean, there's much more room to go to the downside, but not many more levels that I can pull for you. All I can say, excuse me, is that you're going to want to hold this value area low, and then hopefully that gives you a move back up to your PLC at about 22 cents. You do not want to lose this value area low, guys. Probably going to result in a potentially violent move down to this wick low at about 9 cents for Algo. Definitely not looking good, though. 4-day red dot looking to print. 3-day red dot printing. That has to confirm. Remember that. It's got to confirm, right? These are just printing. 2-day red dot printing. And then your daily red dot is confirmed. So if that 2- and 3-day red dot confirmed, that is going to be a pretty bad look for Algorand. And you're not even getting any bullish divergences here. You might get some kind of a local bear div here, but nothing really crazy. I mean, there you go. I mean, this is kind of, if you could come down a little bit, there you go. You got lower lows on your price action into a key level of support, which is your macro value area low here. And then you have your higher lows on your momentum waves coming up like this. And that is likely going to give you, some kind of a reaction if you could print the green dot, right? If you confirm that red dot, you need that green dot to come in. Other than that, you might even come a little lower. If price winds up coming down to this level, you will have another potential bullish divergence, something like that. And then that might be kind of where you would look for that move to the upside. But really, guys, you want to hold this value area low at about 15.5 cents. And then hopefully that can give you a move back up to the point of control coming in at about 22 cents. So that's kind of the hopeful case. If you break below here, your next stop is likely going to be 14.5 cents. And then if you break below that, 12.5 cents seems to be the next stop. And then below that, I mean, your wick coming in at 9 cents. Shout out to Wick 589. All right, let's see. I want an altcoin to long. Definitely won't be that one. Shout out to Steven, bro. That made me laugh. You're funny, man. Yeah, I mean, I will say that I like Algorand, guys. Super smart people behind Algorand. I do believe in it long term. This is a coin that I am accumulating or am looking to accumulate. So I'm not, I don't want anyone thinking I'm saying like Algorand's dead. By no means at all am I saying that. Just can't catch a break as far as price action goes at all. All right, let's go. Yeah, Algo needs a break. Yeah, give it a little bit of green here. Sui going to 0. Let me see. Yeah, Sui is basically in price discovery to the downside. But I mean, hey. I think I bought a little bit of this down here. Might buy a little bit more. Here. But yeah, let's go ahead and check our next altcoin. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tommy Coin is like, yeah, Algo's always dumping more. Yeah, just dumps and dumps and dumps. Let's see. I'm going to reload my Algo bag soon. Let's go. Shout out to Gazgano. Shout out to you, man. Thesis himself said Gala's entire existence is bullish consolidation. Let's check it. Yeah. Shout out to Thesis himself. What's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Real quick, Thesis, just stay off the Bitcoin chart, brother. Stay off the Bitcoin chart, my friend. Stay off the Bitcoin chart. I don't know what these are, but Thesis don't like them. Nobody tell Thesis about these. All right. Shout out to Thesis, man. We appreciate you, brother. All right. Let's see. All right, let's continue on here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next altcoin. Let's see. Epidemic Outrage said, I think we just had our 2024 bull run. Yikes. That would not be good. Okay, so let's see. You guys are funny. All right, Algo, let's check out Render. Render actually not doing too bad here. I will say this. Render, interesting. Why is this thing pumping? Interesting. I will tell you this. Come on. My mouse is just glitching everywhere, guys. All right, here we go. Green dot on the 6-day. That is interesting. Green dot on the 6-day. Green dot on the 5-day. 3-day looking to roll over. 2-day looking to roll over. Daily looking to roll over. Or daily is rolling over currently. Interesting. This thing must be pumping on news. That's my guess. Because, yeah, I mean, I'd watch this 2-day. Money flow coming out. Lower high under momentum wave. Price pushing up through the previous highs. Let's see. Let me pull up a different render. I guess that's what we got to work with. Is this the... Hang on. Bear with me, guys. I guess that's what we get, right? That's all the price action we got? All right. Well, let's pull from this high to the low. Let's pull up the VPVR real quick. Okay. Let's come down to a lower time frame. Yeah, I would say... What's the daily look like? Yeah, daily looking for the red dot. Daily looking for a bear div. But money flow is coming up, so I wouldn't really be looking to short this thing to 0. But if this does wind up cooling off, guys, one of the major levels I'd be looking at would be this golden pocket right about here. Right there. Between about $2.14 and $2.09. And then your 786 is coming in right here at about $1.92. So these are kind of the major levels that I would be looking for some support if we do get that red dot here in the next day or two. 16-hour confirmed red dot, actually confirmed bearish divergences as well. Are we testing a local golden pocket right now? I may look to scalp this. Oh, 786 tap. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay. Yeah. I will say this. Look for the red dot on the daily. Look for the red dot on the daily. 16-hour, you got the bear divs, right? Price action coming to the upside. Momentum coming to the downside. Red dot confirmed. Money flow could look worse, but you are getting that 786 golden pocket retracement coming in right now as we speak. And again, I would be careful with the shorts here with these higher time frame green dots printing. But let me see. Can I pull up? Do I have Coinalyze open here? Let me see something. Let's pull this up real quick. God, this mouse is driving me nuts. All right, let's pull this up. Shout out to Thesis himself. Said, news does not affect price. My long call was at exactly $1.59. Formation trading. Market cipher bull divs. Hashtag show us your... Yo, Thesis is out of control. Hang on. My long was at exactly $1.59. Hashtag formation plus market cipher bull div trading. Hashtag show us your calves. Hey, Thesis, this one's for you, my man. This one's for you. Hold up. We'll go big screen for it, baby. We're going big screen. Here we go. There you go. A big old calf slap for Thesis himself. The one and only. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Okay. Let me just, let's pull up render USDT Binance. Let's take a look at this real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these indicators. For anybody who's curious, Coinalyze is a free tool that you can use. I have no affiliation with them. I have no affiliate link. I literally have no benefit from showing you guys this, other than it is a free tool that is very, very useful. And I am going to pull up the future CVD, open interest, aggregated open interest. I could probably get rid of one of those. And then let's go liquidations, aggregated stablecoin liquidations. I can get rid of this. Okay. So really what I want to look for here is basically what I'm looking for here, guys, is what am I doing? Okay, basically what I'm looking for is I'm looking for CBD divergences at this golden pocket is essentially what I'm looking for. But let me just let me go. I'm not going to go fully into this. I have a video explaining the CBD divergences, so I'm not going to go really that deep into it. But I definitely if someone could drop that link, if one of the mods could drop that link in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah. All right, continuing on here. Let me see. Okay. What is this? 45-minute. Let's go to the 30-minute on Coinalyze. Let's see. Let's go to the 30-minute. And let's see if we can figure anything out from this. Let's see. All right. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, no local bearish CVD. No more macro bearish CVD. Let's see. Yeah, I am not seeing really anything here. Come down to a lower time frame. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it, guys. Not really seeing it. But let's go ahead and get rid of that. But yeah, I mean, oof. I would watch the daily. I would watch the daily on this because if you wind up printing this bear div, that's likely going to give you some kind of a move, right? And you are testing that golden pocket. So I would be watching that. So, you might wind up getting a bear div there. If you do cool off, though, I would watch those major levels that I just talked about down here at about $2.14, and then your 786 down here at about $1.81. And there is render token. Oh, no. Oh, no, share screen. Well, at least, shout out to Rob. Thank you for that, brother. There was no divergences on Coinalyze, so I'm not going to go back over that. But I'd long that face. Whoa, hey, whoa, hey. Okay, yeah, there we go. Screen back on. John Wayne keeping it bearish. Let's go. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's what I would watch here, guys, is the higher highs on your price action with your lower highs on your momentum waves. Again, money flow is coming up, so I'd be careful. But, with that golden pocket retest, I would be very, very careful of a rejection here. 5-hour looking for a green dot, 4-hour printing a green dot. Yeah, I'd be careful with the shorts, but watch for the setups because these bearish setups are looking to present themselves. I'd look for the daily bear div is the main thing I'd be looking for. All right, let's see. I think the chart is hidden in his mustache. Shout out to you. All right, let's see. Shout out to Tony D. Thank you for letting me know about that stuff, dude. JB says, Soul, pretty please. By the way, do you have a video showing how to find the highs and how to find value area highs and lows? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, we got that. Yeah, if you guys could drop the volume. Rob, how are you so fast? How are you and Tyler so fast? It hurts my feelings you guys are so fast almost. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I feel shameful that I think I should be as fast as you. I think you make me feel bad because you guys are too fast. Shout out to you guys. That's why we got the best mods in the game, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, let's continue on to our next altcoin. I do see the request here, guys. We'll try to take a look at Solana. We will, and shout out to Cherry City Bulls. We will try to take a look at Litecoin as well. But just please understand, Carrie Stressel says fire sauce. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. You've been a naughty calf. Naughty. But yeah, just so you guys know, I will, just so you know, there. If you super chat your altcoin, it doesn't guarantee that we will see your altcoin. But I do see these super chats over the regular chats, obviously, because they're highlighted. But it doesn't guarantee anything. So yeah. Control plus V Frankie equals fast. Well, hey, shout out to Dave Digital. Have you tried Frankie candles in 2x speed? It's actually pretty lit. Our candle is out, guys. Our candle is out. All right, let's continue on here. Taking a look at Crow. Taking a look at Crow. Oh, baby, Crow going to zero. Crow going to zero. Red dot on the daily is printing, guys. If these confirm, guys, this is going to be more bearish in the for the most part. So, yeah, most things are going to follow Bitcoin. So, yeah, I would let's go ahead and pull a little range here. We could probably just pull this up here. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit of a wonky looking range. But, pull it up to here. Yeah, this is, yeah. Deviating outside of your value area, right? I'd be careful here. I would not be getting super bearish right now. Although the red dot on the daily would indicate more downside, and it is definitely possible, I would just be careful, right? Because you're at the very end of your range here. Likely that you may get sucked back into this value area. Taking a look at the 8-hour. 8-hour red dot is confirmed. VWAP coming back to the upside. Taking a look at your 5-hour VWAP crossing back up. 4-hour green dot printing. May get a little bit of a short-term bounce here, but again, overall bearish on that red dot on the daily, right? What's the money flow looking like on the daily? Spilling it everywhere, guys. Spilling it everywhere. All right. Yeah. Red dot. No, money flow is coming back out on the daily. Yeah, this looks a little bit more bearish. Here's the levels I would watch. Yeah, you lost your 786. You want to reclaim the value area low, guys. This is your major level of resistance now. You got to get back above this level. This is, yeah, this thing is bottom. this is, yeah, I'd be careful with the shorts here, to be 100% honest with you guys. Yeah, I would definitely be but yeah, I would be careful down here. You may reclaim these levels, but this is basically the level you're looking at, right? 0.0614 cents is the level you need to reclaim for higher prices, right? You got to get back in here, and that is likely what is going to give you a move back up to your point of control. Now, something I would look for here is a potential VWAP flip. If you could get, now this is very speculative. If you could get a VWAP flip here and print another green dot, right? You got a green dot, red dot. If you could get another green dot here where you just get bing-bonged around with your VWAP flips and flops, if you can get another green dot here, get a higher low, right? You're almost losing it here, but if you can get that higher low on your momentum wave, as you put this lower low in on your price on the daily, that would make me confident that you could get back above this level and get a move back up to your point of control coming in at about 0.06888 cents. Excuse me. All right. So, yeah, that is what I'd be looking at. Take a look at your 16-hour, 12-hour? Looking for the bull divs, guys. I mean, yeah, I would definitely lean bearish on this just because of the daily. But, yeah, I would look for that VWAP flip and then a potential reclaim of the value area low to give you a move back up here. If you continue to the downside, which it does look like is the more probable case here with the red dot, I would be looking, not much lower to go here. Not much lower to look down to. But I will go ahead and take this range right here. I'd watch this level right here at about 0.0584 cents. I'd watch the POC, and I would actually watch this as a range down here. These are the lower levels I'd be looking at on render. So there you go. That's what I would look for, guys. Look for that VWAP flip on the daily. If you don't get that, if this red dot confirms and you don't immediately print a green dot, guys, I'd be a little bit concerned to come down to some of these lower prices on Crow. Did I say render? I meant Crow. All right, yeah, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure. We got 400 and something likes. I can't really see them. 414 likes, guys. Smash them up. 550 likes. We will spin that wheel 20 times so we can give away a whole lot of crypto. All right, let's see. Sherman Nation says, hey, Frankie, the longer we sit at these BTC levels, is that bearish? The indicator, shout out to Al Jr. The indicator I am using here on the bottom of the screen is Market Cypher B. Shout out to Market Cypher, official sponsor of the channel. But as you guys know, I'm not just using this because they're our sponsor. I've used this for the entire duration of my channel, and we just got sponsored by them a couple months ago. I just want to be very clear. I don't just use this because I'm sponsored by them. This is something I've used for even before I was part of the BitBoy crypto team. I've been using Market Cypher for, I think, like 4 years now. 3 or 4 years. I'm not 100% sure. But I've been using this forever. And, it's actually kind of crazy. It's kind of like full circle to me now that we're sponsored by them. So, but yeah. All right, let's see. But yeah, I will say the longer that we hang down at these prices for Crow or just in general is maybe what you're asking. No, I mean, this is kind of an accumulation zone, right? Like you come down, you accumulate. Big rip, big dump, accumulate. Big rip, big dump. I mean, some people are probably accumulating here. But now I would consider this an accumulation zone for Crow. So yeah, I wouldn't consider this that bearish. But let's see. How do you get the like this thing? This thing right here is the volume profile. Rob will drop a video, Al, for you to follow along and try to learn about, what I'm, how we use the volume profile and why it's so important to look at through trading. And if you tune into the live streams all the time, I teach this stuff free every single day on the live stream. Essentially, the point of this tool is to, it essentially allows you to kind of zoom out, find out where price is ranging, right? And then you can just click, drag, and then click again, and it will find your range for you. And these are actually very key levels, and they're very useful, especially for range trading, right? So that is basically what we use it for, right? All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. We're almost at 450, And then we just need 100 more, and then we'll have 550, and then we can spin the wheel 20 times and stack up the giveaways for the week. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. Taking a look at Arbitrum. Take a look at the KuCoin Tether chart. Yeah, Arby's. Let's see. Oh, you got a nice bull div here printed on the 3-hour. Are you going to get it on the 4? Looks like you will get it on the 4. Money flow in the red, though. So you do have your money flow working against you a little bit here. VWAP coming to the upside. Money flow curving back to the upside. But you got to be careful that you're not just going to kind of roll back around, right? You got to make sure you're not just going to kind of and then come to a deeper red wave. But I will look for that bull div. These bull divs, it would be much more powerful if we had money flow crossing over into the green at the same time. The fact that we have money flow fighting against this bull div makes me put a lot less weight on it, but it is likely to give us some kind of a move to the upside. The problem is we just don't know if this was the, if we print it, are we just going to get one more green candle, or is it going to give us a bigger move? We don't know. But, again, with the money flow fighting against you, I wouldn't really expect that to give you that big of a move. So I would expect that bull div to give you a move back up before continuing back down, unless your money flow crosses back over into the green. So for your short-term move to the upside on Arbitrum, I would look for the 4-hour bull div right here to print and confirm, give you a little bit of a bigger move up. Where could that move bring you to? Well, we can go ahead and pull our range. Let me go ahead and extend this all the way. Come on, there we go. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Bing bong. All right, let's see. Yeah, so you are catching a little bit of support. So this is it, right? Like, this is basically what you're looking for. Bull divs, right? So this is for you, Al. Yeah, this is basically how we use it. Shout out to Dixon. No, I've ridden a horse. I've fallen off of a horse. I've never done what you're talking about, though. All right, let's see. Yeah, so I will say, bull div into your value area low with higher lows on your momentum waves once that prints could give you a little bit of a move up here, but I would be careful, again, because your money flow is working against you, so I would be very careful. Specifically, if you get a move up, I would be very careful around this golden pocket, this 786, and the POC, right? This is specifically where I would be very careful. Once you start getting up into these levels, probably going to be giving you some heavy resistance, and on top of that, this is likely where price will like to put in a lower high, right? So if we are going to put in a lower high and continue to the downside and Bitcoin's going to continue to dump, it is bullish that we're holding the value area low, and we would expect the next stop to be the point of control. But just understand, you have your golden pocket and your 786 in this area, so if you're going to put in a lower high and reject, this would be, no better place to do it than right here. So I would just be careful of a bounce up into these levels and then a big rejection to the downside. But if you could reclaim the point of control at $1.16, it would eventually, wind up potentially likely giving you a move up to your value area high at about $1.20. So there you guys go. That's what I'd be looking for on Arbitrum. Just straight up setups on the live stream like that. I don't always do that, guys, but there you go. That's what I would be looking for. Not financial advice. That's what I'd be looking for, right? It's kind of that's what my plan would be. All right, let's go ahead and continue on to our next altcoin, which is going to be AVAX. Let's go. All right, let's see. Shout out to Bullish on Parade in the chat. Let's get it. Milk the like button, guys. Don't forget, if you've never milked anything before, you'll see the like button just dangling there like this. Just dangling. All you got to do is give it a little pull. A little bit of milk. And that's what we call milking the like button. Just got to pull on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's continue on here. Paul Wood, what is going on, Paul? Welcome in, bro. Thank you for being here. Paul, did you ever answer if you're the Paul that I met in Miami, the first conference and this conference? Let me know. Are you that Paul? Or are you a different Paul? But either way, shout out to you, bro. All right, we got 474 people in here, 450 likes, so close. Going for 550, guys. Smash it up. It's the easiest and most free way that you guys can support the channel at zero cost to you. It will push us. It actually does a lot for the channel, guys. It pushes us out to more people. And if we want to grow the CandleMafia into even more of an unstoppable force than it already is, then smash that like button. Let's go. All right, let's continue. Oh, boy. Somebody call the cops on Dixon. I'm sorry, Dave. Call the cops on Dave. Goat Milk. Shout out to Goat Milk. That's what they should have called this stuff. Dave, I almost missed the spout there. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. 4-hour bull div on AVAX as well. You actually also, yeah, interesting. Huh. Well, yeah, you got a 4-hour bull div on your AVAX. 4-hour bull div, potentially printing here. I would wait for, obviously, the confirmation. You want that green dot to print and confirm before making any trading decisions. However, if you go ahead and pull your little local range here, I would look, right? What are we looking for here? I would be looking for, let's see. Whoops. What happened? There we go. I would look, yeah, right here. This is it, guys. This is it. Boom. Boom. If we get that 4-hour bull div to print and play out, just like on the last coin we were looking at, I would be very cautious. Money flow, pretty deep in the red here. So if that 4-hour bull div prints and the money flow starts to come up, I'd feel a little bit better about it. But if that is not the case and that does not wind up happening, I'd be very careful of a move up like this and a potential bigger rejection to the downside to put in that lower high at the golden pocket 786 retracement, right? So kind of the same plan as, what do you call it? What am I saying? Kind of the same plan as the last coin we were just looking at, which was Arbitrum, right? Kind of the same plan. You're getting the 4-hour bull div, but I would be careful because your money flow still looks pretty nasty. Let's come down to some of these lower time frames. 45-minute. Yeah, it's like the money flow doesn't look good on any of these time frames. Like none of them. I'm coming down low, right? 12-minute. Like 12 minutes starting to come back up. That is interesting, right? Because that could give us insight, right? Because if the 15-minute and the 12-minute money flow are coming up, right? That's a pretty good sign if you're going to get that green dot because as you guys know, that green dot on the 4-hour with the money flow crossover on the 15-minute can give you a very big move to the upside. So that's kind of, especially with a divergence. So that's what I'd be looking for. If you can get that green dot to print on your, the green dot and bull div to print on your 4-hour, I'd look down to the 12 and the 15-minute. If those money flows are crossing back over into the green at the same time, that is likely where you will get a decent move to the upside. But again, being very careful at that purple box for a potential lower high to come in, and then your next stop would likely be the POC if you can get above that. And then if you, that's, I don't know if you're going to get above that, right? Like if you come back up, I'd watch for a rejection at the purple box. If you come up to the POC, I'd watch that for resistance. If you get above this, your next likely stop is going to be the value area high at about $15.35. Bada boom. There it is. I'll leave it there for anybody to screenshot. Let me get this even. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. Shout out to Thesis. Shout out to Thesis himself. Shout out to Thesis himself. Says, hashtag secret time. I'm balls deep in tree carcasses, holding a chainsaw, wearing nothing but saw chaps and a Frankie Candles hat. Let's go. Shout out to Thesis. Bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. What a sight. Thesis. Pictures in the Discord or it didn't happen. I don't know what you mean by just saw chaps. Do you mean like just saw chaps? Then maybe keep that for your only saws account. But if you got other clothes on plus the saw chaps, please send a picture of you in a tree, cutting down branches in a Frankie Candles hat. That would be sick. But let's continue on here. Let's see. Let's continue on. Sideburns. Shout out to Dave Digital. Let's go. Arby's horsey sauce will clean you out fast. Okay, let's go. Did Paul Wood ever answer? Paul, are you the one? Wake me up at 24-4. Let's go. Nope. Okay, shout out to Paul Wood. Different Paul. Okay, interesting. I met a Paul at the conference that showed me a picture on his only saws. Let's go, Thesis. Yeah, I met a Paul at the conference, and he showed me a picture that he took with the whole Bit Squad, like the whole team. And I was there. It was my first Bitcoin Miami conference 3 years ago, and I was just sitting there like it was weird. I was like, oh my god, it's an old picture. I remember taking it though. I do remember it from the first year. Yeah, super cool. It's funny too. I met somebody at the conference as well. I met somebody that we met at the Hit Factory. They came for the book signing, and he met me, and we saw him at the conference, and he goes, "Hey man." He's like, you probably don't remember me. And I was like, I remember you, bro. I was like, you drive a Civic Type R. We talked about it at the Hit Factory. And he's like, dang, you do remember. I was like, of course I remember, bro. I'm not I've got 50,000 subscribers, not an A-list celebrity. I mean, even if I was, though, I remember everything. I remember everything except for the important stuff. All the important stuff I don't remember, but I remember. Like if I talked to you 2 years ago, and you bring up that conversation, I will remember the conversation. It's funny too because he tested me too. He's like, you don't remember me, and I was like, no, I do. I was like, you drive a Type R. We talked about it. He's like, no way. I was like, yeah, bro, of course. But yeah, anyway, continuing on here, guys. That was our last altcoin, but you guys know what that means. We got a few minutes left, so I will go ahead and check out Solana for our boy who super chatted. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's probably going to look very similar to everything else. It doesn't. It actually looks much different, which is very great, very refreshing. Very nice. But anyway, taking a look here. VWAP getting rejected at that zero line on your daily, but that is likely to roll over somewhat soon. So I will, looking for the green dot on the daily for your next move to the upside. I can already kind of see what my plan would be here. Value area low, exactly where I thought it would be. I would be, you don't have the divergence. You don't have the divergence on the daily. Do you have the 4 hour? You do. There's 4 hour bull divs on a lot of this stuff, guys. But again, your money flow is not looking as good as it could. Okay. Let's see. 78 more likes, guys, for 550. Let's get it. We are so close. Yeah, man. Yeah, manly men doing manly things. Let's go. Shout out to Rob. Oh God, you guys are funny. I'm a brother and a subscriber. Let's go. Shout out to Stephen Atwell. But you guys can see here, right? If we get that bull div to print on the 4 hour, just like the last two coins that we looked at, likely going to give us a bounce, right? Likely going to give us some form of a bounce. It's pretty unlikely that it will give us absolutely nothing. And if we did, again, right, it's that point of control, right? That point of control. And then if I pull, yeah, I mean, these are basically the levels I'd be looking at, right? Point of control, golden pocket. That's going to be a big level to potentially reject. Your value area low is going to be another big level to watch. And actually, I would actually pull this box up to your 786 as well, right? So this is kind of what I would be looking at, right? If you get a move to the upside, boom. I'd look for a rejection here. If you don't get bearish confirmations there, look for a flip of this level. And if you come up into the point of control, /786, I would be very careful of a rejection to put in a lower high to continue the downtrend to lower lows. So that's what I would look for. If I were looking for levels to the downside to hold us up, if we do wind up breaking down, I would look at the 786 right here. Coming in at about 1818. That would be kind of another level. If we do wind up coming up, breaking down, and making a lower low, I would look for the lower low to potentially come in at that 786. Shout out to Al Jr. said, Frankie, where do I get the icon for my display name? I assume you mean the green names here in chat. It is the Frankie Candles membership. One way to get them is to go to the channel. You have to, if you go to the YouTube channel, I believe it's next to the subscribe button. It says join. You could click join to join the CandleMafia, and I think it's like $2 a month. We have different tiers. I think the lowest one is like $2 or $3 a month. It will give you a green name and a bunch of new icons and emojis that you can use. Hey, Frankie Candles membership people, anybody in the family, anybody in the CandleMafia, go spam all the cool emojis that we have and show Al Jr. what you get with the memberships. And show him what we got. And then Al, also, if you don't want to buy the membership, we have awesome CandleMafia members in here that actually gift the memberships constantly. So if you hang out in here long enough, you'll probably wind up getting gifted one at some point. But I think it's like $3 a month. But if you want to get gifted on it now, okay, I was going to say he's probably just going to do it. But if you wanted to get gifted, just make sure, I think you do have to go into your settings and make sure you allow gifts, allow the acceptance of gifts. Dave, nobody gets a wrench like yours. You know, we talked about this at Bitcoin Miami, Dave. And we were like, is Dave a mod? And like, kind of he is. Like, he's kind of a mod. Like, you have that wrench. You were the first person with that idea, and you won, bro. I kind of consider you like somewhat of a mod with that wrench. You kind of defeated the game. You kind of beat the game, bro. You cheated. There's the emojis. We got the Pepe. We got XRP. We got the Bing Bong, the Bitcoin, the Sheeb. We got the Bambi, the BitGet, the Market Cipher, the Pull Your Fib. Let's see. Bing Bong. Let's go. We got the Bears, the Bulls. We got everything, guys. We got everything. Log in with your alts, you dirty lads. Let's go. You guys are funny. Kinda is a good word. You're right. All right, let's continue on here, guys. So that's what I'd be looking at on Solana. And then what was the other one? I think the other one was what was the other one? Solana. Litecoin. Litecoin was the other one. Let's take a look at it. I don't even know if everybody's still in here that asked for these, but hey, no one can say that we didn't deliver. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at Litecoin. Whoa, hey, whoa, everybody, what is going on here? What is this? Who used this ugly fib? What is this stock fib doing here? Weird. Get out of my face. Not a big fan of that. Look at these emojis, guys. There you go, Al. That's what you got right there. Oh, let's go. Shout out to Apples Up North. How funny would it be if Apples Up North snipes? If Apples Up North snipes Al. Oh, so close, Al. Well, there you go. Shout out to Apples Up North for gifting those 5 memberships. You're awesome. Apples Up North, you literally gift all the time. You're the best. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Paul Wood. Shout out to Bullish on Parade, Cotton Asher, Cam, and last but not least, Carlos winning those memberships. Let's get it. Yeah, shout out to you guys are insane. Yeah, if you don't buy a membership, you'll likely get gifted one at some point. But taking a look at Litecoin, guys. Red dot printing on the daily. Likely going to give us a move to the downside. Money flow crossing over into the red on the 12-hour. 16-hour money flow crossing over into the red. Definitely looking more bearish than bullish. Boom! There you go. Shout out to Al. Let's go. But there you go. Yeah, VWAP coming to the downside on your 3-day. 2-day red dot looking to print as well. Money flow cleanly. I mean, this is generally coming to the downside pretty obviously. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, coming out. Yeah, I would lean a little more bearish on Litecoin for a short-term move or a medium-term move to the downside. If I were looking for some support, I would go ahead and there it is, right there. Next major level of support is going to be your value area low. This is where I would be looking down to. Value area low coming in at about $80 even. Right between $80 and $78. If we come back down there, that is basically that's where I would be interested in looking for some potential longs, right? You go from the low of the range up to the POC, up to the value area high. Successful value area fill, right? Then you get rejected from the high, you come to the POC, you come to the low. Beautiful value area fill, beautiful value area fill, and then you went from the low, came up to the POC, didn't quite make it to the high, but now you're losing your point of control, so you may be on your way back to the low. If we get back to the low, I will be looking for bullish confirmations to potentially make it back to the highs, right? Maybe we get something like this. This is today was a freebie stream, guys. Today was a freebie stream. If we do wind up coming down here, maybe we come down to test that 786. This would be something I'd be interested in looking for. A potential lower high on your momentum waves or a potential higher low on your momentum waves with lower lows on your price, putting in that bull div as you get a deviation out of your range, and then you would look for a bounce, reclaim of the value area low, and then a shot up to your range high at about 98 cents, $98. But as of right now, guys, I would be looking at this purple box, blue box. Oh, what the? Please hold. Let me go ahead and remake this blue. I will be looking down to this blue box for our next level of support, and the fact that we have lost our point of control, if we cannot get back above that, next likely stop would be the value area low, a.k.a. blue box, at about $80 even. And with the daily red dot now confirmed, it is looking more likely. So there you go, guys. I need a trade. I'm withdrawing. Yeah. Me too. Me too. I would watch those 4-hour bull divs. You'd have a lot of 4-hour bull divs popping up on a lot of coins, like Arbitrum, like we were just looking at, right? Let's see. Okay. But, guys, I think that is all the time we got for tonight's live stream, guys. Let me go ahead and pull up that wheel of pain and pleasure. Oh, God, we're at 500 likes, guys. We only need 50. We only need 50 more likes. Let's go ahead and pull up that picker. But we got four spins as of right now. Let's see. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and spin that dang wheel. I'm going to go ahead and, God, it always defaults. It doesn't save anymore. It is quite annoying. All right. Add. Is that rigged? Yes, that is definitely rigged. And then I will just go ahead and drag it. No, let's drag it right there. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Spin numero uno. Oh, no. Oh, no. Cut that noise out. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Al Jr. with the green name. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Spin number 2. What do we got? Oh, give him another giveaway. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. Spin number 3. Let's go. Let's see. Steven says, just trying to help you out, Frankie, but if you didn't shout out the whole world every stream, you would probably get more followers. Well, Steven, shout out to Steven. Hey, bro, we are looking to hire a YouTube analytics position to help us grow the channel. If you're looking for a job, hit me up. So, yeah, let's go. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, my God. Are we about to get all giveaways right now? Oh, and we got 500 likes. Let's go. Here's the 5th spin. Give them a giveaway, baby. 5 for 5. There it is, baby. Bing, bong. Let's go. 5 out of 5 giveaways. We didn't get 550, but we were so close. So close. But, hey, we got 5 giveaways. Add it to the list, mods. Let's go. Shout out to the CandleMafia. I appreciate all you guys. Creighton C said Tony stall him. Thanks, it was fire. Shout out to Jessica. Let's see our CandleMafia, female CandleMafia representative, who I now know personally because I got to meet her in Miami. Let's go. Let's see. 3 extra spins from yesterday. Oh, Rob, are we going for 8 giveaways in a row? Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, no, we ruined the streak. Unfortunate. Oh, boy. 44 more likes. Spin slower. Oh, my God. Wow, man. These spins are just like trading. Like, you get winning streaks and you get losing streaks. It's just no rhyme or reason there. All right, let's see. Give them a giveaway, baby. Give them a giveaway. All right, what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we got 6. 3. Yeah, we got 6 giveaways. Let's go. Add it to the list, mods, for Friday's giveaway. And with all that being said, guys, that is all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us to do 2 hours of TA. I forget who said it. They say we do too many shout-outs on this channel, guys, but we do 2 full hours of TA. There's not enough coins in the world to do TA on for 2 hours absolutely straight. We got to break it up with the shout-outs, and hey, that's part of what makes our channel the best community on YouTube. Not just crypto YouTube, guys, all of YouTube. But with all that being said, guys, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I am not just saying that. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Watch out for those bounces. But remember, if we do bounce, I will be looking for lower highs because of the money flow and the way the higher time frames look. But with all that being said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. That's all we got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
AMR Beats, what we got?
close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We played the levels.
We have creative. They try to take it, I'm getting it back. And if they hit me, they gotta get taxed. I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slap. Hop on a verse and I body it quick. They never work, and it's why we don't mix. I don't got time for the fake, and I swear that I'll always say real, something they never did. Oh, they saying that I'm up next. I told them that I'm up now. Promise I came for the next. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown. Oh, you should go ahead and write over. I was in a 4, leveled up to the Rover. Feeling like Blake, I'ma put him on a poster. I don't really play when it come to my checks. I've been in the gym, so you know I gotta flex. If I shoot a shot, then it's gonna be a wet dog. I'm coming for these meals, I ain't taking no less. Yeah, I ain't really taking no less. Now they tryna send me that text. I ain't hit them back, they stress. I'm needing honeys on honeys, cause that's what I'm worth. Show me the finish, I'm getting it first. Show me the best, and that's me and my worst. I need that money, I'm getting it now. I'm at the top, but I started way down. I told them hundreds of times that I'm really done waiting. I swear that I came for the crown.
Close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We played the levels of Letterman jocks. Pins on the jacket, the man's abundant. The point of the road was being and rugged. Hushing, I'm planning on pants in London. The products are not being scared of some judgment. Gotta stay in the cut. Cut you off if you ain't making the cut. Couldn't tell you who the hell is behind us. You start to forget when you stay in the front of it's up. And it's up for grabs, no remorse of who I'm taking it from. Numbers I give on my scoreboard is the only form of us staying in touch, that's saying enough. It's time to receive for all of the favors I've done. Too late for y'all to switch teams, everybody getting big leagues. Product flying out the shelf, what's in store for us? Known to hit a hole in one, look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whatever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We played the levels of Letterman jazz. Shout out to Steve, the boy getting love.
You guys know what sound goats make? Do you guys know what sound goats make? You know. Blah, 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 blah. Bing bong.
Look, some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly, but I got a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons, I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be grateful, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. Cause I'm cream of the crop. He paid the price, I'm worth a lot. He told me go, why would I stop? Rest on my thoughts, jump off the tire. D'Lo Brown with the frog splash. Leaps of faith, what I call that. If you hit my line for the old me, when I hang up on you, don't call back. I ain't gonna block my blessings, I'd rather block your number. Life taught me so many lessons, Been down bad, never under.
There's breath in my lungs. Some people die young, where I come from. Woke up and gave thanks to Father and Son. Filled with the Spirit, I shine like the sun. Ghosting me, but I ain't haunted. Bad vibes, keep them, don't want it. Pride hard to swallow, doggone it. And you were really never my opponent. I'm fighting evil, man, they hearts black. They wanted my life, told them back. Got an itch for sin, can't scratch that. Keep the truth loaded in the black gap. Just know if I said it, I'm in it, and they gon' take it back. Learn the game brighter than my granddaddy's Cadillac. Young man, old song, imagine that. Ain't in my control, gotta pray, let them handle that. God hit my line, get me to play. Roger that, game torn, alright, you hate like a running back. If you ain't catch everything I said, better run it back. Eating up this beat, break bread, where your sandwich at, y'all. Thought I was done? No, this beat ain't like Kobe, I'm too full. My God, sicko mode, he too cold. I'm skating on beats, froze on with the flow.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah.